6:14 on a Wednesday, less than a week out from Election Day. Right now, I'm joined by Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, the Democrat and incumbent in this election. Senator Kelly, I want to thank you for being with us today. Appreciate it. I want to point out that we have reached out to Republican Blake Masters, extended his campaign the same invitation, and we do hope to speak with him as well. I want to get right into this, though, Senator. Just 24 hours ago, it was announced that the Libertarian candidate, Mark Victor, was dropping out of the race and endorsing Blake Masters. What's your response to that?
Well, it's obviously his choice, but this election has always been a choice between me and my opponent, Blake Masters, and the contrast could not be greater. You know, whether the issue's Social Security, you know, where he has said he wants to privatize Social Security during this campaign, I'm going to protect it, or the issue of cutting taxes, you know, for big corporations and the wealthiest Americans. He wants to double down on Donald Trump's tax cuts. I'm looking to help middle class and working class people.
I want to talk about the economy right now. A brand new ABC News Ipsos poll was just released over the weekend, and it said the number one and number two issues for voters right now, economy and inflation. And right now it says Republicans are getting better marks on that. So I want to ask you this for undecided voters who might be watching this right now, who are wondering, why should we trust Democrats? Why should we trust Senator Kelly to tackle that and this problem that's ongoing? What would you say to them?
Well, the first thing is I understand what they're going through. You know, when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of money. I get it. As I travel around the state, I hear that. So you're right about that is the issue that people care about. And I've been working on it. You know, I've called for this administration, the president specifically, to open up more oil and gas leases in the Gulf of Mexico. He did that. And then we added legislation to require even more on top of that. The issue of food prices, semiconductor chips. My legislation, the CHIPS Act, is bringing semiconductor manufacturing back to the United States. That's going to reduce costs.
Do you think it's been enough? Do you think more needs to be done?
Absolutely. And when I'm in Washington, D.C., I'm focused on this every single day.
What would you do differently if you're given another term here?
Well, energy security. You know, here in the United States, you know, I also look at that as national security. We just, you know, passed a law for renewable energy manufacturing here in the United States. It's also going to help us deal with climate change. You know, food costs. I had the Secretary of Agriculture out here. You know, there is, in the meatpacking industry, there appears to be some collusion going on, which jacks up prices. I've cut prices for seniors on their prescription drugs. I negotiated in the Inflation Reduction Act, the pharmaceutical Medicare negotiation part of this, which is going to cap out-of-pocket expenses for seniors at $2,000 a year, spread out over the year, cap insulin for seniors at $35 a month. This is something my opponent, Blake Masters, has been opposed to. I've stood up to Big Pharma to help seniors reduce their costs. My opponent, Blake Masters, he says he stands with Big Pharma.
I want to pivot and talk about border security, specifically the flow of fentanyl and other illegal drugs across the border. It's something that's very concerning, especially to parents who are watching right now. Your opponent has said that you are weak on this. What would you do with border security and specifically to target fentanyl?
Yeah, let's talk about what I've done already. So in the bipartisan infrastructure bill, so this is Republicans and Democrats working together. I was involved in negotiating this legislation. Ports of entry are now going to be upgraded here in the state of Arizona. And I was able to add, there's enough resources now to, here's an example. The low power x-ray machine down in Nogales, it only exists in one lane. I've spent time down there with Lupe Ramirez. He's the head of Customs and Border Protection. We've talked about this. So as we upgrade this port of entry, it's going to be, there's 12 lanes down there. These low power x-ray machines that detect things like fentanyl will be in more of the lanes, if not all of them. So I've already acted on this. Another $1 billion for Border Patrol, for hiring, for additional technology, for monitoring. So that's what I've done so far. And we're going to continue to work on this because border security is national security. And this has been a crisis for border states for decades, and Washington has failed on this. That's why I spend a tremendous amount of time down there listening to sheriffs, listening to Border Patrol, listening to people in the community about what they need. You know, at the same time, we need comprehensive immigration reform. And we're a state that has tens of thousands of dreamers. My opponent, Blake Masters, you know, what he says about dreamers is they will never, if it's up to him, never become citizens. I look at dreamers as American as my own two kids, and they deserve a pathway to citizenship.
Senator Kelly, we are out of time. I want to thank you for being with us. I know, busy on the campaign trail. We appreciate it.
6 days to go. I want to encourage people to get out and vote. It's really important. You know, when more people vote, we have a stronger democracy. So it's so critical you get out there, and you can't mail your ballots in right now. It's too late for that. You got to turn them in person or vote in person.
Right. It's a great reminder, of course, because we know early voting already underway. So again, Senator, I want to thank you. We've reached out to Blake Masters and extended him the same invitation. And Senator, regardless of the outcome next week, we'd like to extend an invitation for you to come back as well.
100%.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Senator. Appreciate it.